Hello, my friend. I am Silvia Hartmann, the creator of Modern Energy. If you like what we do here, please subscribe and also share the information because you're not going to see it on the television. You're not going to see it in mainstream media. We really have to spread the word about energy, how it works and how we can use it to have better lives from one person to the other. Thank you very much. Okay, and so here we come to today's topic, and it's quite exciting. A young lady messaged me and said, could I please do a video about body confidence? And I said, oh, what do you mean by that? And she said, like feeling more comfortable when you're with your partner and you're doing you know what, and something that would really help me. And I thought, wow, yes, and that's an energy topic. Oh my, is that an energy topic? Feeling sexy, feeling attractive, feeling beautiful. And then I looked at this lovely young lady who was about, I don't know, in her 20s, and I had a little giggle because, you know, um, if you start off like that in your 20s, you need to do a lot of personal development to be still feeling confident and attractive when you're in your 60s or 70s or 80s, because feeling sexy and being confident is an energy thing. Thank God it's an energy thing. It's not psychological, it's an energy thing. Here's the lowdown on this. Right, so our sexy energy is really coming from our first circuitry. And that is this is not a needly weaselly little thing like you see on the acupuncture charts. It is a massive column of energy that goes right from the top of your head and out through into the center of the earth and connects us kind of with the universe. It's a huge thing, like, like one of those columns, transporter columns on Star Trek. And the things that people do, from immediately sticking nappies on newborns all the way to the weirdness of the way sex is being dealt with on every level at every age, it causes these disturbances in this first circuitry. And first circuitry is life energy itself. This is the life energy itself. And this is why sexy energy is so important. It really hasn't got that much to do with actually having sex or doing sex. It's more about a state, a state of being, a part of your energy body that needs to be literally like a fountain, a powerful, uplifting fountain that just uplifts you and makes everything else in life so much easier, so much more beautiful, and so much more sparkling. I don't know if you, my dear friend, have ever been in love and felt that feeling of literally walking on water, walking on air, like the guy in Singing in the Rain, just everything is beautiful. Birds land on your shoulders. Even the grumpiest person will smile at you. That's the power of the first circuitry aligned, a light, you know? So anything that we can do from the energy perspective to get that first circuit energy firing up is super good for the energy body. It is super healthy. And if you're afraid of actually having physical sex, you don't have to then run out and have sex. This uplifting, sexy energy can be used to do anything, to charm the birds from the trees, to make a fun YouTube video, to let the housework go easier from your hand, to brighten up your day in the office. Doesn't matter what it is that you do, doesn't matter where you are, that first circuitry energy, that sexy energy as I call it, just puts the sparkle on everyday human life. I've always said that when you're in this light, empowered state, you can just flirt with anybody. You can flirt with anybody. And that flirting, that sparkly lightness, again, doesn't need to lead to sex at all. It's just a sparkling energy exchange that raises up the person who does it and the person who receives it. It's literally only energy. And so how do we do this body confidence thing? Right. The absence of body confidence, when we start questioning ourselves, that's the little green man on the energy chart. It's, it's got question marks over the head, and that's that stress state where we start questioning ourselves. And everybody does. The most expensive model, the most famous film star, the most beautiful person on the world is going to go into these internal questions. It shows that your energy system is reversed and that first circuitry channel is being disturbed. So when you look in the mirror or you look at yourself and go, oh my God, I'm so fat, oh God, I'm not good looking enough, and my nose is too big, and I'm getting too wrinkly, and I'm too old for this. This is only the result of being in a low energy state. This is the absolute key to understanding this body confidence business. This is the man who looks in the mirror as he's going out on a date and goes, oh, I wonder if she likes my tie. I wonder if I got the right clothes on. I wonder if I'm good enough and I'm not so tall. And this is no way to interact with other people. This is just showing you that you have become energy poor. You've become energy reversed. You've become a desperate salesman, if you will. And as you know, not even the dogs in the street will piss on those. So how do we, now knowing that this is so, okay, this is really important. If I look in the mirror and I say to myself, oh my God, you're so old and your hair's terrible and you're fat and, that is just a sign of being in a low energy state. In a higher energy state, I look in the mirror and go, you got a sparkle in your eye, my dear. Let's go and get them, whoever they or whatever they may be. And that's just so beautiful to realize, because instead of trying to correct everything that's apparently wrong with you physically, one of my favorites on that is I got really, really fine hair, lots of it, but it's super fine and it's super flat. And that goes in and out of fashion. And people like myself are always told to get a perm to make their hair more curly. And then they sell hair straighteners to all the girls with the curly hair. And I wish I had the curly hair and they wish they had the flat hair. So really, people, look, there is no reality to any of this. I can get plastic surgery for, well, first of all, if I lose weight, then I'm going to get very wrinkly. Then I need loads of plastic surgery to stretch my skin again. And then I'm going to get my hair done. And is any of that going to really make me more beautiful or more attractive or more interesting or a more interesting person to be around or a more interesting person to be touched by? No, it's not. Because it's not about that. The questions we ask in the low energy states are just an indicator you need to raise energy. And that is the key to body confidence, to self-esteem, to being active, to being attractive. That's the key to raise energy. And just talking about it, I'm happy and sparkling, and I can feel, the power tingling in my fingertips. And I'm getting excited about it. So how do we raise this first circuitry energy? How do we get to have more sexy energy, which is what gives you that body confidence? Well, there are many things we can do. One of the things that's really a waste of time is doing things like tapping on the negatives. Oh, I'm so fat, I'm so fat, I'm so fat. That doesn't get you anywhere. Absolutely nowhere. Because as soon as your energy drops below zero, you're going to think it again. You can't not think it again. So the trick to that then is to be energy high. And a simple way forward to that is to say, okay, what do I find interesting or attractive or sexy? What do I find sexy? And think about that. So I'm going to ask you this. What do you think? What do you think is sexy? Really sexy? And it doesn't have to necessarily be a naked person all oiled up and happy with smiling at you with their arms wide open. It could be something else that you find really sexy, like a sports car, or I don't know, a beautiful horse. It's just full of life energy. And see, this is the first circuitry energy. That's life energy. It's not all about dirty, rotten sex. It is that power that lifts you, that makes you come alive, that makes you start loving life. So this is a sort of power thing. Oh, what other things do you find really powerful and sexy? Lightning strikes, torrential rain for some people. Think of the things that will bring that power. You can feel that rising up through your center and to make you glad to be alive. And those things you can absolutely do energy tapping for. And for starters, one of the exercises that I might really say that is something you might want to do is to find yourself a full-size mirror, look in the mirror, look at the person looking back at you, and then give that person what they need to feel more confident. So what do they need to feel more confident? Oh, I don't know. They need to love themselves. So just do love, send love or tap for love. And see how that mirror person starts to smile and raise up and, unconditional love. What else does this person need? Fun and laughter and joy. Anything that raises energy is going to help with that confidence, with that sexy energy, with that life energy. That when that kicks into action and starts flowing through you, you are literally uplifted. Gravity becomes lighter and everything else is better. Colors are brighter, sounds are more beautiful, your thoughts are clearer, you become more intelligent. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Something else that you might like to do is to, if you have parts of you that you are particularly being negative about, or you have repeated that over many times because you've often been in low negative energy states, like, I don't know, I don't like my nose, for example. Something that we might want to do is just to be nice to the entire body map, as I call it, the physical body. It's been, doing its best for you in this incarnation, and to just realize it's just, it's just a body, but it's your body. And it's every cell in it, every single cell is trying to do the best it can to keep you alive, but more than that, to move you towards the best fruit and the best experiences and find the best for you so you can have the best life you can. Your body person, your body map, your body is a lovely thing, and it deserves better than being hated on and criticized and blamed for the fact that we can't find love or whatever the hell else is wrong with in our incarnations. And it's understandable, young aspects in distraught states make these decisions. If only I had curly hair, I'd be rich now, or I'd be on opera now. But it's just bullshit, and deep down we know that. But what we then might want to do when we get under the shower is to really just go through the beauty tea experience and say, you are my body and I love you. Every part of it. You are my body and I love you. And really, as you're putting the soap on, with gentle hands, stroking every single part that you can reach, and say, you are my body and I love you. That's a wonderful thing. That's a hands-on healing for your energy body. And it's going to make your body much, much happier. Much, much happier. So these are sort of my 2 major tips, or 3 major tips, or among the many major tips that I've got here for you today. Is number 1, realize that confidence is not a psychological problem, and it has nothing to do with the shape or size of your body or what it looks like. Nothing whatsoever. It's completely, confidence is an energy thing. Number 2, sexy energy is life energy. Just because you feel sexy does not mean you have to have sex with anyone at all. It just raises us up and makes everything in the world go better, with a tingle and a smile and a spring in our steps. So number 3 is to raise energy when you start doubting yourself. Do not argue or accept anything from those states. It is immaterial. Just raise energy. That's what you need to do. And we raise energy with high, powerful positives and really evoking that life-giving first circuitry energy with things that you find sexy when you think about them. And the final one was when we're getting in the bath and under the shower to take a moment of redemption for all the terrible things that we've done and thought and have done to our bodies over the years, our poor body maps, and literally just do that thing where we're just stroking it so lovingly. Every part, no part is left behind, and saying, you are my body and I love you. This will also smooth your aura and will help you a lot with your body confidence. I hope that was interesting. I hope you're going to apply some of those things. And I really hope you're going to use that sexy energy, that first circuitry energy, to let yourself be uplifted, let your energy body become strong and sparkly, give you that je ne sais quoi, that invisible component that makes a person attractive regardless of what they look like in the heart. And use that to uplift your life and that of the people who come into contact with you. Thank you very much for being here with me today. I've certainly enjoyed the sexy energy. I'm going to go away now and have a beautiful day. And I would love it if you liked, subscribed and shared the video and become a member of the Guild of Energists and help us spread the message about modern energy to make people happier and make all our lives a better place. Your happiness matters. This is me. I'll see you later. Bye.